Curiosity is natural, but some questions can cross boundaries and make people uncomfortable. When it comes to conversing with men, there are certain questions that are best left unasked. Here are 9 questions you should steer clear of. Number 1. Why are you still single? It's like there's this unwritten rule that being single is some kind of scandalous secret that needs to be solved. But here's the deal. Being single is not a crime, it's a lifestyle choice. Now, let's flip the script and put ourselves in their shoes for a sec. Imagine if someone asked you, "Why haven't you found Mr. Right yet?" How would that make you feel? Probably like you're under a microscope, right? Exactly. So, let's do our guys a solid and cut them some slack. Respecting their choices and privacy should be as natural as binge watching your favorite TV show on a lazy Sunday. It's all about boundaries, baby. Just like you wouldn't appreciate someone prying into your personal life, give them the same courtesy. Now let's talk about societal pressure. Why do we feel the need to constantly grill guys about their relationship status? Newsflash. There's more to life than being in a relationship. So the next time you're tempted to ask, "Why are you still single?" remember that being solo is not a pit stop on the road to coupledom. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth. Instead of focusing on their relationship status, let's celebrate their awesomeness. Whether they're single, taken, or somewhere in between, they're still the same rad person you know and love. Number 2. When are you going to get a real job? All right, let's talk about a question that's about as welcome as a cold shower on a winter morning. When are you going to get a real job? Ouch, right? It's like a punch in the gut wrapped in a blanket of judgment. But here's the tea. Questioning someone's career choices is a one-way ticket to demoralization city. Now, imagine if someone asked you, "When are you going to get a real job?" How would that make you feel? Probably like your dreams and aspirations were being tossed into a blender and pureed into mush, right? Yeah, not a great feeling. Instead of raining on their parade, how about we sprinkle some support and encouragement their way? Showing interest and support in their career journey is like giving them a warm hug on a chilly day. It's comforting and uplifting. So the next time you're tempted to ask, "When are you going to get a real job?" hit the brakes and steer the conversation in a more positive direction. Maybe ask them about their career goals or what they're passionate about. Trust me, they'll appreciate the vote of confidence more than you know. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to navigate this crazy maze called life, and a little encouragement can go a long way. Number 3. How much do you earn? Asking, "How much do you earn?" is intrusive, but here's the deal. Finances are about as personal as your taste in music, so let's keep our noses out of other people's wallets. Imagine if someone asked you, "How much do you earn?" How would you react? Probably like your privacy had just been violated faster than you can say. Awkward, yeah, not exactly a fun conversation starter. Instead of treating their bank account like a public spectacle, how about we respect their privacy like it's the last slice of pizza at a party? Avoid prying into someone's financial situation unless they choose to share it with you. It's called boundaries, people. Let's use EM. Now, I get it. Money can be a touchy subject, but here's the thing. Just because you're curious doesn't mean you have the right to know. So the next time you're tempted to ask, "How much do you earn?" bite your tongue and focus on more important things, like how awesome they are as a person. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much money someone makes. It's about the kind of person they are. Number 4. Are you sure you're okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Checking in on loved ones is important. But here's the thing. Bombarding a guy with this question over and over again can feel like a one-way ticket to Invalidatedville. Picture this. You're having a bad day, feeling a bit down, and suddenly someone hits you with, "Are you sure you're okay?" It's like they're not even listening to what you're saying. They're just waiting for you to crack. Not exactly the most comforting feeling, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Offering support is crucial, but here's the key. Do it without assuming he's not okay. Care, but give him room. Sometimes all a guy needs is a little space to process his emotions without feeling like he's under a microscope. And here's another thing. Emotions come in all shapes and sizes. Just because a guy isn't wearing his heart on his sleeve doesn't mean he's not feeling anything. So let's stop with the assumptions and give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'm not saying we should ignore red flags or sweep serious issues under the rug. If you're genuinely worried about a guy's well-being, by all means, speak up. But let's do it with empathy and understanding, not judgment and interrogation. Because at the end of the day, it's not about prying into someone's emotions. It's about being there for them when they need it most. So the next time you feel the urge to ask, "Are you sure you're okay?" Take a step back and ask yourself, am I offering support or am I just making him feel like he's not enough? Number 5. Why don't you show more emotion? It's as if there's this unwritten rule that guys should wear their hearts on their sleeves like a badge of honor. But here's the deal. Everyone expresses emotions differently, and forcing men into gender roles can be harmful. Imagine being told, "Why don't you show more emotion?" How would that make you feel? Probably like your emotions were being judged and critiqued, right? Now, don't get me wrong, emotions are a beautiful thing. But here's the thing. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Just because a guy isn't bawling his eyes out at the drop of a hat, doesn't mean he's some emotionless robot. It's time we ditch the stereotypes and embrace the beautiful spectrum of human emotions. Forcing men into gender roles doesn't fit. So instead of asking, "Why don't you show more emotion?" let's celebrate their unique way of expressing themselves. And here's another thing. Emotions are personal. Just because someone doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve doesn't mean they're not feeling anything. So let's stop with the assumptions and give them the space to express themselves in their own way. At the end of the day, it's not about conforming to society's expectations. It's about being true to yourself. So the next time you're tempted to ask, "Why don't you show more emotion?" take a step back and appreciate the beauty of individuality. Because whether a guy wears his heart on his sleeve or keeps it tucked away safely, he's still the same awesome person you know and love. Number 6. When are you going to settle down and start a family? Imagine being asked, "When are you going to settle down and start a family?" How would that make you feel? Probably like your life choices were up for public debate, right? Exactly. It's like everyone's got an opinion on your uterus, and frankly, it's none of their business. Now, don't get me wrong. Family is a beautiful thing. But here's the scoop. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. Some people want a mini soccer team of kids, while others prefer a quiet life with a furry friend or two. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. Respecting someone's timeline and choices is like giving them a high five for being their awesome selves. Just because someone hasn't settled down and started a family doesn't mean they're somehow missing out on life's greatest adventure. So, let's ditch the judgment and celebrate the diverse paths we all take. Instead of asking, "When are you going to settle down and start a family?" how about you ask, "What makes you happy?" Let's focus on supporting each other's dreams and aspirations, whether that involves kids or not. Because at the end of the day, it's not about meeting society's expectations. It's about living authentically and following your heart. Number 7. How many partners have you had? First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Sexual history. Now, imagine your dating life is a pizza. Your past relationships, hookups, and romantic escapades. They're the crust, the sauce, and the toppings. And just like a pizza, everyone's got their own unique flavor. But here's the deal. Your sexual history is like the secret sauce, only meant for those who earn a VIP pass to your heart. So when you're chatting up a lovely guy and the urge to play 20 questions strikes, take a breath and remember this golden rule. Respect his privacy like it's the last slice of pizza in a room full of hungry college students. Trust me, he'll appreciate the gesture more than a free pizza delivery. Now let's flip the script for a sec. Would you want someone grilling you about your past conquests? Probably not. So instead of fixating on a number, focus on what truly matters. Building trust and intimacy in the here and now. Ask about his hobbies, his dreams, his favorite pizza toppings. See what I did there? Get to know the person in front of you, not the tally marks on their romantic scoreboard. And here's a little secret sauce for you. When you show genuine interest in him as a person, not just a notch on your bedpost, you'll unlock a whole new level of connection. It's like upgrading from a regular pizza to a gourmet masterpiece. You'll wonder why you ever settled for less. Number 8. Do you even know how to do that? Skills aren't about gender, just like socks and sandals don't match. So picture this. You're chatting it up with your guy, and the temptation to throw that loaded question his way creeps in like a sneaky ninja. Stop right there, sister. Instead of feeding into outdated stereotypes, why not sprinkle some positivity and encouragement into the mix? Here's the scoop. Men are like superheroes in disguise, capable of rocking any cape they choose. So, rather than casting doubt with a raised eyebrow and a snarky remark, why not offer a dose of support and cheerleading? You'll be their personal cheerleader, cheering them on as they conquer the world, one task at a time. Remember, ladies, every man has his own unique set of abilities, whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, cooking up a storm in the kitchen, or mastering the art of folding fitted sheets. Seriously, it's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. So instead of playing the doubting Thomasina, why not celebrate his skills and talents? You'll boost his confidence faster than a shot of espresso on a Monday morning. Number 9. Why aren't you more like someone else? Comparing men to others can feel like a punch in the gut, knocking their self-esteem for a loop and squashing their individuality like a bug. Instead of playing the comparison game, let's sprinkle some appreciation and acceptance into the mix, shall we? Picture this. You're chatting with your guy, and the urge to drop that loaded question sneaks in like a mischievous gremlin. Hold up, sister. Instead of wishing he was more like someone else, why not celebrate him for who he is? Here's the secret sauce. Each man is a unique masterpiece, like a fingerprint or a snowflake. So, instead of trying to fit him into someone else's mold, embrace his quirks, his flaws, and his one-of-a-kind charm. Trust me, he'll shine brighter than a diamond in the sun when he feels accepted and loved for exactly who he is. And here's a little nugget of wisdom. When you appreciate him for his individuality, you're not just boosting his ego, you're strengthening the foundation of your relationship. It's like building a cozy nest where both of you can be your true selves, quirks and all. Let's kick those intrusive questions to the curb and embrace a more uplifting and respectful dialogue. Whether it's about relationship status, career choices, finances, emotions, family plans, or personal skills, let's remember one golden rule: respect and acceptance. We're all on our own unique journeys, and there's no one-size-fits-all answer to life's big questions. So the next time you're tempted to ask, "Why are you still single?" or any other loaded question, take a moment to pause and reflect. Instead of prying into someone's personal life or comparing them to others, let's celebrate their individuality and support their choices. After all, life's too short to waste time worrying about society's expectations. If you found value in this video, don't hold back. Hit that like button and spread the joy with your buddies. And hey, why not join our squad by hitting subscribe? We've got loads more awesome content coming your way. Got something on your mind? Drop it like it's hot in the comments. We love hearing from you. Catch you in the next one. Thanks a bunch for tuning in.